we go. We're going to get it eventually.
Yeah, by the end of the game, we'll be on top of it.
That's a long one. Shania Wright and Ellington to take the tip. That ball will trail out of bounds and we go in the Lions' way.
Let's look to see if Gibson can get off to the same kind of strong start she did in the game we were doing together against Cal State Fullerton, where she was just on fire from the three-point line.
Most certainly. Lions will certainly look to have that happen as Ellington has it up top. Gibson driving inside now, dumps off to Stanley, has her shot blocked.
That was a great pass that Gibson made to Stanley. Lions still have the ball, though. Taken out of bounds under their basket.
And Anita Kalava will come down with the block. There, Ellington to inbound for the Lions. Jones shows up top. Kalava on the defense. Now Wright on Stanley. She'll commit the foul, and Stanley will go into the line shooting 2.
So Stanley didn't convert on that, but she got that opportunity by getting good position down low. That gave her a chance to make a strong move to the hoop, and she's going to the line.
Now, we haven't gotten to see it yet, obviously, but one thing Georgetown's really struggled with this year, they're 1-4, is their shooting percentage. We talked to their information director before the match, and she said that they shot 29% in their last game.
Yeah, we'll see what happens as they come out here. They haven't had a chance on offense yet, but I would expect them to try and get a higher percentage looks to see if they can improve on that shot percentage.
And Stanley puts the first points on the board for the Lions, and she'll put the second one down as well. Lions up 2-0 here early.
Lions again showing some pressure as they did in the game against Cal State Fullerton.
Gibson on the defense up top on Barnes. Kalava's showing down low. Jones, tight defense on her. She'll stick right up on her. Stanley all alone down low. Someone's open on the outside. It's going to be Barnes. Ellington steps out on her now. Barnes with the step back off the rim. Gibson comes down with the rebound. Smallest person in the court comes down with the rebound around all these giant Hoyas.
Yeah, no one was boxing her out, so she had to open look at the rebound.
I mean, really, you can see it right down on the court. This height difference is staggering. I believe there's a mismatch in every single matchup right now. As Ellington pulls up for that shot, it's going to be a 3 in the line. You go up 5-0.
Yeah, but that may be where the Lions can take advantage because they seem to maybe a little bit quicker and have a better range from the outside.
Most certainly. See what they can do in transition as well. Gordon's able to sneak around Yim. Jones on the defense. She's going to put up a circuit shot off the rim. Definitely not the shot she was looking for there.
Fast break opportunity for the Lions. Yim has it.
Yim didn't seem to see it coming. She's going to reset Gibson from the corner off the rim.
Those are shots she normally knocks down, so let's see if she gets it on track next time.
Out of system play there. Hoyas will look to slow things down. Barnes with it up top. Gibson on the defense. Kalava and Jones shift down court. Jones shows up top. Barnes with the back down. Gibson still on the defense. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball swung over to Gordon. She'll pull it for that 3 off the rim. Gordon was wide open over there.
Yeah, solid defense by the Lions, making them work deep in the shot clock.
Jones will pull it for a 3. It's going to rim out. Ball tipped around. Stanley comes down with the rebound.
Lions are doing a good job on the boards there. Oh, Jones was open underneath, and she just didn't see her.
You know, Hoyas seem to be playing a lot slower on the offensive end. You'll see the Lions at some point during this game pick up their speed on the offensive end like we saw against the Titans. It could work to their advantage here. Jones will try to drive inside. Barnes on the tough defense. Kalava and Jones handling things up top. Stanley now trying to work down low. She'll dump it back out to Ellington, who's trying to drive inside. She'll pull up for the long 2 and drop that one down.
Really nice patience by the Lions. They worked it around until they got a good shot.
Wright showing up top now. Ball's going to be thrown out of bounds. Good defense by Yim.
Kalava was trying to post up down low. They didn't see her on that one. Let's look to see if she does that again next time down. Stanley has the ball out at the top. Oh, look for Gibson on a back cut and just missed her. Ball out of bounds to the Hoyas.
Kalava to inbound. Barnes will bring it up. 7-10 remaining here in the third quarter. Whistle blown, foul called. The offensive foul. And be going back the Lions' way.
You know, the Lions are up 7-0 at this point, and if they can keep this up, they might get a nice cushion. They'll give them a chance to build on as we go deeper into the first quarter here.
And the foul called on number 22, Shania Wright. And we'll see Brianna Mayfield come in for Wright. Mayfield, this junior center.
Nice pass by Gibson. Oh, Stanley just couldn't convert.
Ellington able to come up with the rebound. She'll look at that shot at the free throw line, dump it back out to him. Pump fake, drives inside, puts that shot up. Not the shot she was looking for either.
It was a strong drive, but she just couldn't finish.
Gordon inside, she'll put one in.
Georgetown's on the board.
7-2 here with 6:35 remaining in the first. Ellington driving inside. Mayfield on the defense, dumps it back out to Yim. Ball overthrown to Stanley. And Stanley, you saw her say, throw it to me, not above me.
Looks like the Lions are a little bit out of sorts on the last couple plays down the court. They need to be patient, look for those good close-in opportunities as they did on the first few possessions.
And we'll see how the Lions are able to handle Brianna Mayfield down low, the tallest player on the Hoyas roster. It's coming in at 6'5".
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a challenge, but LMU comes back with Vida, who at 6'4" or 6'3", should have a chance to be strong on the post.
And that horn will bring in Laura Vida and Brittany Reed for the Lions. Stanley.
Vida needs to keep an eye out for Mayfield.
Stanley and Yim will take a break. Hoyas pump fake down to the corner, ball back up top to Gordon. She steps in, pulls up for the two. It's going to be off the rim. We're really seeing that shooting percentage come into play here for the Hoyas. They really haven't been able to knock down a shot yet.
Yeah, so far they've been struggling, but the Lions also have had their challenges. That's why we're still at 7-2.
Gordon to inbound for the Hoyas.
The Hoyas have a front line of 6'3" and 6'5" right now.
Ball up. Jones driving inside on Ellington. She brushes her off. Her shot's up off the rim. Puts the second shot up, gets her own rebound, and she's going to put that one in for two.
Jones is at 6'2", so their line is 6'2", 6'3", 6'5" down low.
All height lineup, all the way down the bench for the Hoyas. It's going to make it difficult for the Lions here today.
Vida gets great position, but gets the ball taken away.
And that's just the long arm length there of Mayfield able to reach in and grab that ball. Kowachikova swings it over to Jones, who pulls up, Gordon off the rim. Jones tries to secure the rebound. She's able to save it, and Ellington will bring it back up.
Nice save. Let's see if Ellington will slow it down, let him get set up.
Ellington driving inside, dumps it back out to Jones, who pull up for the three, and she'll nail that one. And you see Jones is fired up after that.
Great shot. Great shot. I guess they didn't need to slow it up. They got a good look in transition.
Gibson on Kowachikova up top. Kowachikova looks at the shot, decides not to take it. Ball tipped away by Gibson.
Good.
We'll see where the call's going.
Really good perimeter defense there.
The refs will take time here to discuss which way it's going to be going. It will stay Hoya ball. We'll have a timeout called on the court. It'll be a welcome back inside Gersten Pavilion here. 4:58 remaining in the first quarter. 10-4 as the score lines up. Hoyas with the ball. Kowachikova will have it. Up top, we'll also see the graduate Brianna Jones come on for the Hoyas. She's been great this season so far for them.
Yeah, it looks like the Lions came out into zone defense. Vida was able to get a hand on that.
And Jones fighting for the rebound with Mayfield. Foul will be called on Jones.
If you look, coming out of the timeout, the Hoyas decided to pretty much go small, if you can say that, when they still have a 6'5" center in Mayfield.
Jones frustrated with that call. He'll send Mayfield to the line. See, maybe Hoyas can gather some points at the line, get their shooting percentage up right now.
Yeah, I think the Lions may have come out in the zone to try and nullify some of that height advantage that the Hoyas had before the timeout, but then the Hoyas came back with a smaller lineup. See if the Lions decide to switch it up and go back to man-to-man.
We'll also see Tatiana Thompson come on for the Hoyas as Mayfield's second shot is up. She will not knock it down. Ellington to bring it up for the Lions. Ball kicked over to Gibson. Gordon on the defense on Gibson. Reed trying to get inside. She'll dump it off to Ellington. Ellington swing over to the top. And off to Gibson. Gibson driving inside. Gordon the defense. Gibson teardrop's going to fall short. Mayfield with the rebound. Gibson fighting for the rebound. Shortest player against the tallest player right there. And Mayfield's able to use
Gibson has a lot of heart, though.
And we'll see Jones, Brianna Jones, that is, come down to knock some points down for the Hoyas. See if she can get them going here late in the first quarter. Jasmine Jones driving in now. Foul will be called on Mayfield, and Mayfield's frustrated with that. I think her feet were moving there.
That was a good aggressive move by Jones. You know, you got to take it to the bigs sometimes. Get close to the body and see if you can get a chance to either score or get fouled as she did on that play.
And Jones will be shooting 2 here, looking to put the Lions back up by 6. Jones shot will go off the rim.
We saw Jones struggle a little bit with that in the Fullerton game. Let's see if she can knock this one down and get some confidence at the line.
Free throws were a big factor in that Fullerton game. Second shot's going to rim out as well. Ball's going to be off of the lines. It looks like it'll be going Hoya way. We'll see Aspen Adams come in.
So Ellington's going out. She was primarily running the offense for the Lions. So let's see what they do with her on the bench for a little while.
And a freshman for a freshman, Aspen Adams. Number 1, the freshman guard. We coming in for Ellington. Ellington will get a little break here. Thompson driving inside for the Hoya. She'll pull up for the mid-range jumper, and she'll knock that down and cut the Lions into just 2.
Yeah, the Lions can't allow those easy shots in the paint. They got to play tougher defense before they let the Hoyas get in there for those close-range shots.
Reed dumps it into Vida. Vida working down on Mayfield. She spin moves. Whistle's blown. Jump ball called. It'll be going the Hoyas' way. Tough break there for the Lions.
Yeah, I think the Hoyas on about something like a 6-0 run here.
Right now the Hoyas shooting 27% from the field, 3 of 11. Getting a lot of shots up, not knocking them down though. Lions on the other side, 38%, 3 of 8.
I think Vida should let Mayfield have the ball way out there beyond the 3-point line.
And Thompson lost the ball there, and Jones is not able to recover. It's going to go off of her and stay Hoya ball on the baseline.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mayfield be a 3-point threat yet, so we'll see.
Never know.
Vida can drop back and potentially get a block shot down low.
Kovachikova with it on the baseline, driving on Gibson. She'll kick it back out to Jones. Her shot's going to brim out. Vida comes out with the rebound, and Reed will bring it the other way. Reed driving down the baseline. She gets the empty lane, is not able to knock the shot down. Mayfield will come down with the rebound.
Great move, heartbreaking roll out there.
Ball back up to Kovachikova. She'll reset things. Gibson on the strong defense up top. Ball into Mayfield. She's at the 3-point line. Vida staying on her. Mayfield picks up her dribble. Jones driving inside. She has the open lane, and she'll lay it in for 2 and tie things up.
Yeah, Lions are going to have to call a timeout pretty soon if they can't get a handle on it. It looks like Coach is getting Ellington back in the game.
You know, it seemed like if you could put some pressure on Mayfield up top, make her pick up her dribble, she really struggled to find pass off of there.
That's a good point. We'll see if the Lions can pick up on that.
And Mayfield and Vida fighting down in the paint. Gibson will take it herself right over Mayfield. She's going to get blocked, and the ball will go the other way. Thompson trying to take a fast break. She will drive down. Thompson on Vida. Vida with the block.
Great block by Vida. Jones goes coast to coast and in.
She's going to put that one in. Vida came up grimacing. I was looking to see, she hurt her hip again just like last game after she had that block.
Yeah, but that was a heck of a block, and it really changed things for the Lions, give them a chance to break the Hoyas' streak of unanswered points.
Ball down to Gordon. She'll dump it inside to Mayfield. Mayfield puts it up. That shot's going to fall short. Gibson will bring it back the other way. 1:43 remaining here in the first. Lions up by 2, 12-10. Mayfield up top now. Ball into Vida. Mismatch down low on Thompson. She'll spin move. Put it up off the glass and in.
Well, if she was bothered by something with her hip, it didn't show on that play. She made a nice basket.
And a great mismatch was able to happen down there between Vida and Thompson. Brought Mayfield outside and allowed Vida to put it up off the glass and in.
Worked very well.
We'll see a lot of subs come in for the Lions momentarily as Thompson pulls up for that long 2. It's going to fall short. Did that ball hit Reed? It did.
That's a bad break for the Lions there. They had a chance to go down and add more to their 4-point lead with just over a minute left.
An easy rebound. Lions aren't able to pick it up.
A lot of substitutions now.
For the Hoyas, we'll see Grace Ann Bennett come on as well as Tayana Jones. Lots of Joneses here on the court today. That's 3.
Yeah.
For the Lions, we see Naomi Yim, Rachel Stanley, and Cece Ellington. Gibson, Reed, and Vida will take a break, and Vida's on the sideline clutching that hip again.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be able to shake it off.
Ellington hit with the screen. She's able to stay on Kovachikova. Kovachikova driving inside. Ellington's there. Shot's going to go long. Jones will come down with the rebound. Lions had numbers. They decided to slow it down. Yim looks at that shot, decides not to take it. Ball over to Adams. Adams inside to Ellington. Ellington on the baseline. She'll look to back down Bennett. Ellington kicks out to Stanley. Over to Jones now. Back out to Ellington. 14 on the shot clock.
It's a good decision by Ellington to reset. There's still time on the shot clock.
10 on the shot clock now. She hands off to Jones. Jones back to Ellington. Ellington looks to get inside to Stanley. Stanley backing down Thompson. That shot's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, she shot a little wide to the left. It was a good look, though, to get it down to her.
And Tayana Jones is able to put it up and in and have the opportunity for a three-point play here. And Jones will look to have a 5-point swing here after the Lions miss.
Yeah, both teams are really struggling from the field, with the Hoyas at 32% and the Lions not much better at 38%.
And the Hoyas 0 at 3 from the line tonight so far.
That's basically the difference in the game right there.
It is a 2-point difference. Those 3 free throws would have had the lead for the Hoyas at this point. 18 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock has been turned off. Yin looking to go inside. She pulls up for that 3 and knocks it down. Tried to draw the late foul there. A little bit of a Broadway acting.
Yeah, that was a clutch shot, though. Looks like Jones is open down low. Lions got lucky. She missed the shot.
And Jones was able to maybe spook the other Jones just a little bit. Jasmine Jones had his down low. Jones had the wide open lay in there.
Yeah, the Lions can just not let Brianna Jones or any Hoya get behind them on the baseline for those easy layups.
Seemed a little distracted by the 3-point shot there. We'll see Kari Clark coming to sub in momentarily. 1.6 left in the quarter. Not sure who she's subbing in for. As Brianna Jones will knock down the first free throw for the Hoyas today. They're 1 of 4 from the line now.
That sometimes happens when you hit a 3 and you fall down. The player who was guarding you can sneak back down the court and be open, as Brianna Jones was.
Exactly what happened. And Brianna Jones will knock that down. We'll see subs come in for the Lions, and Kari Clark will sub in for Jasmine Jones. 1.6 seconds remaining here in the quarter. The Hoyas will look to sub as well. Thompson will take a seat.
Coaches maybe just making sure they don't get fouls on key players.
Kelava's in for the Hoyas as well. Ellington will put up the 3/4 court shot. Refs blew it up, but she made it.
They might have to review that. It was close.
Coach Elliott is looking to have the refs take a look at that. Cece Elliott for the Hoyas. Bennett, Kovachikova, Jones, that is Tayana Jones, and Brianna Jones, as well as Kelava. Jones on the defense on top, and Ellington. Gibson sliding in. Hoya switch. Ball dumped off to Yim. Clark showing up top. She'll go and set the screen on Kovachikova. High pass inside, stolen by Bennett. It'll be going the other way. Hoya's looking to get some speed here. Jones will slow up, though.
It was a good look by Yim, just not accurate in the pass inside.
Clark on the defense out top on Kelava. Jones able to get around Gibson. She's wide open, pulls up for the long 2 off the top of the arc, and she's going to knock that down.
Well, Bennett set a solid screen that just completely absorbed Gibson and really prevented them from getting good defense on that.
And we've seen that really all night. Hoy's able to set the screen, and the Lions seem to get lost on the play. Size difference is certainly making a difference here early. Clark will dump off things to Yim, showing off to Gibson. Jones up on the defense on Gibson. We have not seen her even attempt. She attempted 1-3, excuse me.
Yeah, I'd really like to see the Lions get some more off-ball movement, some screens, some back cuts. They're doing a lot of standing around, which doesn't force the Hoyas to play much defense.
They're really playing a lot of one-on-one, too. They're just kind of passing the ball around the arc right now, looking for that opportunity to get inside, and when they do, it's not always the best pass. Jim will take a seat. Reed will come back on for the Lions. Ellington to inbound. Kovachikova on the defense. Ellington looking for the pass. She doesn't have one right now. Will they call a timeout? They won't. Errant pass will go out of bounds. Miscommunication between Reed and Ellington.
I'd like to see a more specific type of out-of-bounds play to get someone open. Again, setting some screens, some more player movement.
Hoyas down by 1, 8:55 remaining here in the first half. Brianna Jones with it up top, set by Bennett. Ellington's able to stay with her. Jones pulls up for the 2. That's going to be off the rim. Ball tipped around. Stanley ends up with it. Ellington coming the other way. Ellington picking up the pace, driving down to the baseline, working on Jones. She'll put that shot up. It'll be tipped out of bounds, and it will be going the Hoyas' way.
Bit of a forced shot there. Jones, good drive, but when you don't have anything, you got to kick it back out and reset.
Jones trying to put some quick points up on the board. They're using the speed advantage they have against the Hoyas. Double team up top on Kovachikova. Leaves Kelava wide open, but her pass is stolen, and Reed will bring things the other way. Gibson with a she'll pull up for the 3 off the rim, just a little bit long. And Bennett will come down with that rebound, and Kovačikova will bring things the other way.
Lions have to be careful, again, not to let the Georgetown players get behind them on the offensive end.
Gibson trying to force Kovačikova to the left. She will. Ball dumped up to Kaylava. That pass is tipped by Clark, and Stanley will have things coming the other way. Ellington with it on the outside. Jones on the defense. Clark showing down low. Stanley wide open up top. She'll dump it to her. Jones looking to get it inside to Clark. She won't. Ellington will reset things up top with 17 left on the shot clock. Bigger lineup right now for the Lions. Hoya's wanting a travel call there. They're not going to get it. Clark with it on the outside. A three-pointer is not her shot. Gibson will drive in. Step back long two.
Looks like Kaylava got a piece of that.
Jones coming the other way. Gibson's there. So is Reed. But Jones will lay it in and take the first lead of the game for the Hoyas, 18-17.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Brianna Jones. Let's see if the Lions can answer.
Something's going to have to change here for the Lions. I don't know what. That's why I'm not a basketball coach. But something's got to change.
Well, I think it's, again, the movement off the ball. They're not doing a lot of it, so it makes their shots a lot tougher.
Ellington with the long two off the rim. And the Lions are also not shooting great. It seems like Georgetown may have handed a little bit of their shooting woes off to the Lions today, as Jones pulls up for that two off the rim. Bennett hits the floor, so does Clark, but it'll be going the Lions' way.
Yeah, they're actually shooting now an identical 33%.
And we'll see Gordon and Mayfield come back in for the Hoyas. No change down low for the Lions. We'll see whether Stanley or Clark has to go deal with Mayfield down low. Also have Kaylava out there.
Yeah, Clark's the tallest line on the floor, so she's going to have to step up against Mayfield.
Clark, the freshman. Stanley, the senior. We'll see who's going to have to take Mayfield. Outlet pass from Kovačikova to Jones. She'll drive down the baseline. Ellington had a hand in the face, but it's going to be a foul. And now we'll see Vida come back in, probably to take care of Mayfield down low.
Yeah, the Lions seem out of sync actually on both ends of the court right now.
And interesting, the Lions will pull Stanley, leave Clark in there, the freshman, along with Vida.
Well, Clark is one of the taller players on the Lions team at 6'2", so when you got a 6'5", and a 6'3", and a 6'2" front court for the Hoyas, Lions have to answer with whatever height they have.
And Jones unable to hit that free throw. Hoyas still shooting 2 of 6 from the line tonight. Big difference maker early on. Lions only shooting 2 of 4 from the line, so not much better.
Be interested to see if the Lions get Mandel in here. She's the tallest player on the Lions squad.
And we have not seen Mandel tonight at all. As Jones will knock that down, put the Hoyas up by 2, 19-17 here with 6:30 remaining in the second. Ellington will call the play. Vida stays up top. Clark will dump off to Vida. Vida looking to get inside to Ellington. Interesting to have Ellington down low and Vida up top.
Well, on the switch, Ellington had the height advantage, and they just couldn't get it into her for an easy layup.
Ellington to inbound here. We're seeing if we can get a better play going off here for the Lions. They have 7 turnovers so far in the game. They'll look to not gather an 8th. I would be lying if I said I was not confused by the call.
I think it may have been that the Hoya stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
They'll be going against Kovačikova. Will allow the Lions to get a fresh 5 on the inbounds. We'll see Mandel on the court now.
Good, and you saw on that play, Vida set a pick to get Mandel open.
Kaylava and Vida battling down low. Foul will be called on Kaylava. Kaylava giving her argument for why Vida should have been called for that foul. And Ellington will get a 3rd try at it as Gibson pulls up for that step back 3, and she'll knock it down.
And that's what we saw against Fullerton, where she was on fire. Hopefully that'll get her going.
And a nice quick pull-up jumper, able to get the Hoyas out of line there, get that shot up over Kovačikova, and she'll knock it down and get the lead back for the Lions. Speaking of Kovačikova, she has it up top. Gibson on the defense. Vida steps over. Kovačikova sees Vida and is able to pull up for that too.
That was good defense by the Lions, and they're able to match the Hoyas' height with the lineups out in the court right now.
Ellington coming down fast. She'll dump it off to Mandel. She's down low. Mayfield in the defense will be going the Hoyas' way. No foul called there on Mayfield.
Looks like Mandel may have lost her balance.
And Kovačikova wanted absolutely nothing to do with Laura Vida down low. She was said to pull it for that short too. We'll see if she's able to do that again here. Trying to get the lead back for the Hoyas. Whistle blown, foul called. It'll be going out on the baseline. It'll be Hoya ball. Foul will be on Vida. It'll be her first personal.
There's actually not been many fouls in the game so far.
There really have not. Nice change from last game. Lots of fouls early, which certainly affected the game later on.
Yeah, it's pretty clean so far.
And Tiana Jones to inbound for the Hoyas. Gordon looking to get free. She does. Ellington on the defense. Ball up to Kailava. Gibson invited switch. Jones pulls up for that 2. Rims out. That ball was almost all the way in.
Yeah, I really like how Vida switched on that. For a big, she has pretty good mobility, and I don't think that hip seems to be bothering her too much right now.
No, not right now. At least we'll see. Keep an eye on that for the rest of the game. Hoyas will get to inbound once again, get another shot at it. Ball over to Gordon, exact same inbound play. She'll drive down the baseline, pull up for the 2. Shot's going to be long. Mayfield using her reach, and it's going to stay Hoya ball.
Yeah, I'd like to see Mandel do a little more boxing out because it looked like Mayfield was able to reach over her to get that rebound or control it and make it out of bounds off of LMU.
Jones inbounds to Jones. Kailava looks at that shot, decides not to take it. Gordon stepping over. Gibson stays with her. She puts up another circus shot. It's going to be off the glass and the rim, and Mandel fighting for the ball now. She's on the floor. She'll get it to Vida, and Ellington will bring it back up. Lions in control now, 20-19 with 5:10 remaining. Ellington down low. She's not going to get that shot to fall. Vida with the offensive rebound, and she'll kick it back out to Gibson to reset things with 15 remaining on the shot clock. Reed up top looking to drive on Gordon. She does. Her shot's blocked
Reed
by
made a
Kailava.
nice move.
Foul's called. That'll be on Kailava.
She made a nice fake to the right and then drove to her left and was able to get the contact for the foul.
Match Lions will be back here tomorrow afternoon. Same time, same place here in Gerson on the WCC Network, taking on the Bulldogs of Yale. As Reed knocks down that free throw, puts the Lions up by 2. Let me tell you on the Bulldogs of Yale in the final game of the 2019 LMU Thanksgiving Classic. Come out and spend the time with your family here in Gerson on the beautiful LMU campus. Tickets can be bought online at lmulions.com/tickets. Reed's second shot is no good and allow the Hoyas to bring things the other way. Jones working on Gibson. Mayfield with the screen, locks up Gibson there. She hands it up to Gordon. And the switch. Successful Gibson. Great defense, great hustle out there to be able to get back on the switch, really stop.
That was a long 3. I was a little surprised to see the Hoyas take that shot.
Hoyas shooting 28% now. 8 for 29 from the field. Ball inside to Stanley now. Mayfield in defense. That pass is overthrown.
That's a couple of those that have happened, and I can't tell if the Lions are getting held down low, but they're going to have to try and convert those easy passes for good baskets down low.
Jones drives inside. Foul will be called. Will be on Reed or Vida. I'm going to guess it's going to be Reed. It will be on Reed. It's good as on Vida. That'll be Reed's second foul.
Yeah, Tiana Jones has been very aggressive, and she seems to be rewarded for that with now her 10th point of the game.
And she's going to knock that down, convert the 3-point play there. The Hoyas will be up by 1, and we'll see Aspen Adams come in for Brittany Reed. And Ellington will bring things the other way. 22-21. This game's really gone back and forth here in the second quarter. Very close match, as we anticipated. Whistle blown. Ball will be out of bounds. Foul called on Tatiana Thompson.
Defense a little too aggressive over the back on that one.
And Vida's able to draw some fouls there off ball.
She gets good position down low.
Mayfield calling for the switch. Ellington is able to dump it off to Vida. Vida into Jones. Jones looking for a pass. She's going to have to dribble it out. She finds Adams on the outside and reset back up top to Gibson. 10 on the shot clock now. They wasted a lot of time there trying to just find a pass. Gibson driving in. She finds Stanley. Stanley working on Mayfield and puts it up off the glass.
That was a nice move by Stanley. I thought she may have gotten away with a moving screen there, but she was able to convert.
Taylor Barnes up top for the Hoyas. Ball tipped out of bounds by Ellington.
Stanley's given up a lot of height to Mayfield, but she's given up nothing when it comes to position.
Jones to inbound for the Hoyas. Barnes has it up top. Mayfield waiting for the screen. She didn't get it, though. Barnes driving down low. She's going to put that one off the glass, and it didn't even need the screen from Mayfield. Able to lose Gibson with her speed there.
Yeah, she had a burst that surprised Gibson, and she was able to make it to the hoop.
And the Hoyas back up by 1. Foul called again inside on Tatiana Thompson. A lot of off-ball fouls here in the second quarter.
The Hoyas are now in the penalty.
Lions are in the double bonus, looks like. Vida's free throw will be off the rim. Lions 3 of 7 from the line tonight, probably 3 of 8 after that one. And Vida's able to knock that down and tie things up at 24. First tie of the game since we started. Thompson over to Jones now. Adams on the defense, double team. Ellington switches with Adams. Gibson now switching, she's on Jones.
Well, you see the Lions have now moved to a 2-3 defense.
Jones working on Mayfield. Mayfield's shot is going to be off the rim.
Yeah,
Couldn't
I think
get the hook shot.
Stanley played some good defense down low on that one.
Aspen Adams getting some action now. Barnes on the defense up top. They're able to tip it away. Gibson ends up with it though. Pulls up for that three. It's going to rim out.
Well, Mayfield cleaned the glass.
And though that shot did not fall, as that pass is going to be over the head of Gordon. And with that, Gordon will take a seat. Brianna Jones will hit the court for the Hoyas. Obviously, the shot didn't fall there for Gibson, but able to get a quick release on that to get it over Barnes. See if she can work that a little bit more here. 2:25 remaining in the second quarter. Aspen Adams had a lot more action today than we've seen in these past games. Ellington looking to work down low. Vida's got 2 players around her. She's not able to set the screen. Ellington driving down low is able to hold on to the ball. She's not going to make the shot fall, though.
Now, the Lions are relying too much on the one-on-one action and not doing enough player movement off the ball to create screens and advantages on the offensive side for them.
Be a much different game if either of these teams just knock down a few more shots. As I say that, Tiana Jones knocks that down and puts the Hoyas up by 2.
Now, she's got 12 points lead all scorers right in the game at this point.
Lions shooting 35% from field goals, and the Hoyas shooting 33, 11 of 33. As Ellington pulls up with the 3, it's going to be off the rim.
What you see now is the Lions are getting no offensive rebounds, so if they miss the shot, the Hoyas come down with it, and they're immediately back down the court.
Barnes up top calling the play. Thompson with it. Vida on the defense up top. Gibson steps out now. Barnes is there, takes the shot from the baseline. Whistle blown.
Well, that's an unfortunate call on Gibson. Got her on the body.
And Grace Ann Bennett will come on for Mayfield as well as Gordon for Jones. And Jones looking absolutely gassed. Tiana Jones, that is, for the Hoyas.
She has good reason to, the way she's been carrying the Hoyas with almost half their points.
The only player in double digits so far. Brianna Jones with 8 points for the Hoyas. Thompson with 2. Gordon with 2. Barnes with 2. Tiana Jones with 12. For the Lions, leading scorer is Ellington with 5.
You know, Taylor Barnes has come in and give the Hoyas a pretty big lift off the bench with her aggressiveness and her speed. And knocking down those free throws also helps pad the lead to 4 now over the Lions.
And the Hoyas with their largest lead so far of the game. We'll see Clark come in for Vida. Ellington up top, Barnes on the defense. 1:05 remaining here in the first half. Gibson will try and work on the graduate Jones. Aspen Adams for the 3 off the rim. And she's a shooter, as they always say with Adams. Shooter's gonna shoot. And that foul is gonna be called on Gibson. 2 quick ones on her.
Yeah, and again, Barnes made that happen by being aggressive and just quicker to the hoop.
And Gibson is definitely the fastest player in the Lions squad, but unable to keep up with Barnes in the defense so far in this game.
Looks like the Lions are going to have to get Gibson out to avoid having to get the 3rd foul of Yim coming into the scorer's table.
Barnes' shot hits about every part of the rim and does not fall. She'll be shooting her second, looking to put the Hoyas up by 2. Excuse me, up by 5. And Yim will come in for Gibson, 53 left here in the half.
What I've noticed in the last 5 minutes, the big difference has been rebounds. The Hoyas are getting them, the Lions are not.
And a turnover once again from the Lions. That's their 10th on the game. Brianna Jones pulls up from the mid-range 2, and the Hoyas come down with the offensive rebound. Barnes will slow things down up top with 35 seconds remaining here in the half. Ball over to Bennett, back over to Barnes. Barnes pulls up over Stanley, and Brianna Jones comes down with the rebound. Her shot's going to be off the rim, ball tipped around. Clark fighting for it. She's going to come down with it, and will allow the Lions to potentially hold for the last shot here. 14 seconds remaining. Ball up top to Stanley. Clark with it now. All the bigs outside, looking to get it to Ellington down low. Ellington's with it, backing down Barnes. Her shot's blocked by Bennett.
From behind, Bennett got that one.
Bennett comes up with it, and that's going to sound of the horn will send us to half. Hoyas up by 5. Quite the swing from what we saw early in the game. It was 10-2 at one point.
Yeah, and big part of that is the rebound.
And back on the court for the Hoyas, Kilava, Barnes, Jones, Gordon, and Mayfield. For the Lions, Gibson, Jones, Reed, Ellington, and Stanley. Barnes with it up top now, over to Jones in the corner. Gibson on the defense, cross-court pass to Gordon. Cross-court pass back to Jones. She'll pull it for the 2. That's going to rim out. Reed comes down with the rebound.
Good hustle by Reed to get that rebound and clear it up to the front court.
Gibson wide open. They'll regret that as she knocks down that 3.
Yeah, you cannot leave Gibson open. The 3 she's missed today have largely been the contested ones.
That was about the worst thing you could do, is leave Gibson absolutely wide open. No one can contest the shot. No one in her face. As Gordon pulls up for 2 of her own and says,
that's a good answer there by the Hoyas. They weren't rattled at all.
Ellington with it up top. Jones faked the screen. She's going to go down low. No foul called. Mayfield with the block.
Oh, that's Mayfield's height advantage. She was able to block that without even really leaving the court.
Didn't leave the court and really went right over Jones, too. Normally Stanley's towering over the players down low, but Mayfield down here, quite the height advantage.
Really not happy with the lack of movement by the Lions on the out-of-bounds play. They need to set some cross screens and get people open.
And I'd say it looks like Coach Elliott isn't much happier either. No travel call. Ball will come the other way. Jones on the fast break. 2-on-2 right now. Gordon goes up. Her shot's going to go long. Ball batted around. Jasmine Jones comes up with the rebound for the Lions. Reed with it. One-on-one with Barnes. Foul's going to be called. Late whistle.
That was a nice play by Reed to switch to the left hand and draw contact.
And that will send Reed to the line. Shooting 2. Foul will be on Barnes. It's her first personal of the game.
You know, on that prior play, when Stanley had it down low, she was going up against the trees with Mayfield and Kailava right there, and she just didn't have a chance to get the shot up.
Reed will knock that down. Cut the Hoyas lead to just 3. Lions 5-9 from the line tonight. Make it 6 of 10.
Oh, Lions have cut into the lead a little bit now, getting down to 2. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure on the defensive end.
That's a good start here in the second half. Definitely what the Lions wanted to see. That early 3 certainly helped things out. Ball down the Gordon down low, no one on her. The Lions just seem to be getting lost. There's always a player open around the arc. Ball tipped around and be going off of Mayfield.
It'd be interesting to see if the Hoyas come back with that same offensive set where they had their 2 bigs up top setting screens. After they set the screens, they rolled down low, and they got, bigs on either side for an open pass if it's there for the Hoyas.
Jones on the defense on Ellington up top. Stanley sets the screen. Ellington going down low. Mayfield on the defense kicks it out to Jones. She'll put it up, rim around and in.
Nice play by Ellington to, going to the basket, drawing the defense in, and passing it out to the open Jones.
And things tied back up at 31. And we'll see Brianna Jones coming in for the Hoyas in just a minute. Kailava kicks it out to Jones. Jones looking for that shot, not going to take it. Ball into Mayfield now. Huge mismatch with Gibson there. Gordon pulls up for that 3 and knocks down the Hoyas' first 3 of the game.
Credit to Mayfield for finding the open Gordon there for the 3.
Well, Gibson came out on Mayfield, and at that point, someone was going to be open. Jones with tough defense on Ellington. She's able to get it to Jones. Reed down low, working on Barnes. She's going to have to bring it back in. Jones coming down the lane as it tipped by Mayfield. Kicks it back out to Gibson with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Stanley sets the screen. Gibson doesn't take it. She stepped back 2.
Oh, in and out heartbreak.
Kalava comes down with that rebound. Fresh 30 on the clock for the Hoyas. Barnes will slow things down up top. Reed on the defense. Kalava will show up top. She'll set the screen on the left. Lions don't switch. Reed staying on Gordon now. Gordon trying to drive on Reed. She's going to step back out. Step back 2 is going to fall short. She really faded away there.
That was really good defense by Reed.
Gibson was going to take the one-on-2 fast break. She didn't. Instead, she pulls up for that 3. It's going to be off the rim.
That wasn't the best of shots there with no Lions down low for a potential rebound.
Surprised she didn't slow down, bring it back out, reset things for the Lions, get a playoff there.
Yeah, Ellington had fallen on the play.
And another mismatch, but Ellington with the block.
Jones should get this easy layup on the left side. Oh, nice
she doesn't.
defense.
Barnes may have gotten a hand on that one. Tiana Jones tried to draw the foul there.
Really surprised there was no foul called.
It was good acting or a missed call. Not sure which one.
Good rebound by Stanley. The Lions cannot buy a bucket here.
Ball's going to be off of Mayfield, and it'll stay line ball. And now we'll bring another Jones onto the court. She'll come in for Gordon. And Bennett will come in for Mayfield, as well as Vida, who will give Stanley a break. 3 Jones on the court now. Try and keep him in line for all of you.
Stanley needs a bit of a breather because she was hustling on both ends.
Ball up top to Vida. Down low to Jones now. Bree looking to get something going here. She's double teamed, throws it back out top. Gibson's able to save it. 8 on the shot clock now. They don't have much time. Jones hits the screen. Gibson steps over. Back up to Jones, who pulls up for the 3. That's going to be off the rim. That's not Jones' shot. She knocked down one of those today, but not typically the shot she's looking to shoot.
Nice defense
and Jones
there.
Tips it away from Brianna Jones. Foul will be called. Will it be on Barnes?
No, I think it's going to be on Jones.
It will be on Barnes. That's 2 for her today. And she's frustrated with that call. Could have let that go. Was not a fast break. Lions really hadn't put pressure on, but we give Barnes her second foul. And we'll also bring Aspen Adams onto the court for Brittany Reed. Jones left wide open. She tries to dump it down to Vida, and she's not able to get it.
That was a good look, though. It just wasn't executed with Vida not able to reach out and grab that pass from Jones.
5:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Lions down by 3. Lions in 2-3 zone right now. Gibson and Ellington up top. Cross-court pass to Jones. Jasmine Jones is a step out. And Tiana Jones will not get any of the rim on that shot.
That was a bad break for the Lions. Sometimes when those shots are air balls, it's a little hard to control them. You're expecting it to hit something.
And Tiana will get the ball back to inbound here. Looking for Barnes up top. She'll find her. Gibson on the defense out top. Vida now. Jones working on Bennett, foul called.
Well, Bennett has a height advantage, and she was able to get positioned down low. Jones was on her back, and Jones didn't really have much of an option other than to commit the foul.
Jones tried to tap that one away real quick, as it's going to end up coming away with a foul rather than the steal, and that'll bring Clark into the game for Jasmine Jones. One less Jones on the court at this point.
Well, that was Jones' 3rd foul, so it was a good idea to get her out of the game. They're going to need her down the end of this
And Clark's
game.
been playing well for the Lions so far, so I'm not upset to see her back out on the court at all. As Barnes pulls up for the 3 and nails that. I'm sure the Hoyas running where that was in the first half.
Yeah, Barnes is the Energizer Bunny for this Hoyas team. She comes in and just gets things moving.
That'll put the Hoyas up by 6. Aspen Adams working on Brianna Jones now. She'll pull up from the free throw line and knock that down. Aspen Adams' first 2 points of the
Adams
game.
Get going with that shot.
Maybe that'll get her hot right there. Kovachikova over at the sideline waiting to check in. That'll bring some speed out onto the court. Lose a little bit of height there.
The Lions are back in that 2-3 again.
Ball inside to Kelavo. Kick back out to Barnes for another 3. And she'll nail that. Someone needs to stick with Barnes at this point.
Well, that's one of the disadvantages of the zone. When you have cross-court passes, it can be a little hard for the defense to catch up to it, and Barnes took advantage.
That's 2 threes in a row for Barnes.
Well, that was a good call. Barnes was just a little too aggressive there and got her body onto Ellington.
And that's going to be the third on Barnes. Expect to see her take a seat here as we go Gibson and Kovachikova. Gibson looking to inbound. She'll find Vida. Vida looking to work inside to Clark. Instead, she'll kick it back up top to Ellington, and will reset with 13 on the shot clock. Kovachikova on the defense on Ellington. Decides not to take the screen, kicks it out to Adams. Adams looking to get back inside, pulls up for the three. That's going to be off the rim. That was a quick shot from Adams.
Yeah, but it was very close to the end of the shot clock, so I don't know that she had as many options at that point.
Kovachikova to bring things up for the Hoyas.
Lions back in man-to-man.
Certainly something Coach Elliott decided there during the timeout after seeing those quick threes from Barnes, as Kovachikova pulls up for the three of her own.
Well, the Hoyas are not doing what apparently was the problem in some prior games, and that is missing easy looks. Their shooting percentage overall is not good, but in this third quarter, they've been strong.
Clark's shot's going to fall short. She'll get her own rebound, put it back up. She'll miss the second as well. And you could say we need to shoot better as much as you want, but it's going to be up to the players to perform, and they've really performed here in the second half, the Hoyas have. Shooting 58% from 40% from three-point range as they net another two. Well, the timeout's been called by Coach Elliott.
Those 4 3-pointers are the only 4 3-pointers they've made. List for a comeback here for the Lions.
And Yim back on the court, as well as Stanley for the Lions.
Both teams going rather small at this point.
Clark and Vida will take a break. Lions looking to match the Hoyas' size right now, and they do. Brianna Jones on the defense up top on Adams. Adams looking for the pass. She'll find Gibson. She dumps it into Stanley. Jones staying with Adams. Dumps it over to Stanley. Ball tipped around by the Hoyas. Kick back out to Yim. 8 on the shot clock. She sees it. She'll look to get a pass or shot off quickly. Jones sets the screen. Yim on the baseline. Dumps it over to Stanley, who will put it up and in.
No, that was much better ball movement than we've been seeing from the Lions. They need to keep that up and just be very focused on getting buckets and stops on the defensive end.
It took the whole shot clock, but they were able to put one in.
Somebody's open for the Hoyas. See if the Lions realize it.
Gordon's there. She'll pull up with the long two. Rim out. And Yim will bring things up for Lions. 2:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Gibson picks up her dribble. She'll dump it off to Jones. Jones working on Thompson. Over Bennett and in.
You know, whatever Coach Elliott said in the huddle has made a difference here because the Lions come out with 2 quick buckets.
45-37 now. 1:47 remaining.
And with that, the Lions are double teaming.
The Lions are double teaming. That'll bring some height back onto the court for the Hoyas. That three-pointer's going to go off the rim.
So the risk you run in double teaming is someone's open, but the Hoyas can't convert the open looks.
It's working in the Lions' favor right now as Adams pulls up for a three of her own. That'll rim out.
That would have been a huge bucket right there, cut the lead to 5.
Would have brought her confidence up too, but she's really had some confidence after not really being on the court much this season.
Yeah, that was a good shot. It just didn't go in. Nothing wrong with that.
Adams frustrated. I'm sure Elliott will calm her down. It was a good look. She's taking good looks. She's doing great things out there for the Lions so far. And it's cut the lead down. And Aspen Adams will take a seat. Ellington back out on the court for the Lions. They do not bring much more height out. Ellington a bit taller than Adams, but that's all they're going to get.
Keep an eye out here for Jones not to pick up that all-important 4th foul.
Gibson able to sneak around the screen of Mayfield. Kovachikova pulls up for that. Shot off the rim. Stanley comes down with the rebound. Ellington will bring it the other way. Lions have the numbers. Ellington driving down on Kovachikova.
Nice.
Kovachikova got a hand on, but Ellington's able to put it away.
Ellington was not going to be denied.
And Ellington's been looking for that shot all game, finally able to knock it down. Double team up top on Kovachikova. She tries to throw it off Ellington. Ball will go down. It'll be going the Lions' way. Great hustle from Gibson.
It was hustle, and it was tenacity on the defensive end with the double team really bothering the Hoyas.
And some quick substitutions for the Hoyas. We'll see Gordon and Kovachikova take a break. Just some fresh legs out in Tayana Jones and Barnes.
Also, Barnes seems to be their floor leader, so it's not surprising she's back to try and deal with the pressure the Lions have been putting on.
She has 3 fouls, though, so we'll have to watch out for that.
Same with Jones, and they're actually on each other right now.
40 seconds on the game clock, 18 on the shot clock. Ellington looking to drive inside. Mayfield switches over. Ellington picks up her dribble.
I would have liked to see Ellington take that on Mayfield.
Gibson's there looking to drive down. Dumps off to Stanley. Stanley all alone down low.
That was a
foul be called on Barnes.
No, I think they called a charge on Stanley.
Oh, excuse me. I got a little excited there. Risky by Barnes there to try and draw that charge.
Yeah, it was. And Stanley played it well, but she wasn't able to get there before Barnes got the position.
It certainly paid off for Barnes. Had it gone the other way, though, not what the Hoyas would be looking for.
See, the Hoyas probably hold for the last shot here. The Lions are going to keep up the pressure.
Mayfield sets a high screen on Gibson. Kaylava wide open down low, and she'll just put that one in. The Lions will get the chance to hold for the last shot.
That's a mistake, though, letting Kaylava get behind the entire defense for the easy layup.
Ellington looking to get it, hold the ball for the last shot. She has it stripped away. Ellington wins it back, though. Back out to Gibson for the three. That's going to go long.
So look, the Hoyas made a little comeback there to get the lead back to 8, but that's what we talked about. If the Lions could get within 8 going into the fourth quarter, they'd be in a good position to make that final push.
What do you need to get back in this one?
They need to keep that defensive pressure up and the aggressiveness. You see they've closed the gap on the rebounds. It's now only 4. Keep moving without the ball and look for those good shots down low.
I know I said get back in this one. They did get back in this one. You need to come away with the win here. Jones pass thrown away. That's another turnover for the Lions. They'll be 13 on the day. Had far less here in the second half, I'll tell you that much. It's Tayana Jones with a step back 2. Ball batted around. It'll stay Hoya ball. It'll be off Ellington.
Now, Jones has been causing problems for the Lions all game. She's still the leading scorer with 12 points. They need to keep an eye on her and not let her get easy looks at the basket.
She's been holding at 12 for quite some time. A lot of those points came in the first half. She's been rather cold. Barnes has been the hot point for them here in the second half. Speaking of Barnes, she has it up top now. Gibson on the defense, trying to force it to her left. Barnes looking like she's going to pull it for the 3, and she will. It'll be short. And Mayfield will come down with the offensive rebound. Oh, close to a travel. Gibson and Barnes fighting for it. Jump ball called. It'll stay Hoya ball. And Jones to inbound here for the Hoyas. Look at the height the Hoyas have there in the paint right now with Mayfield and Kaylava.
Yeah, Vida's got a pretty decent height there, but Jones is giving up a lot to Kaylava.
Ball thrown away by the Hoyas. Barnes saying it's on her. And that'll be the Hoyas' 8th turnover of the game.
Yeah, I'd almost like to see Mandel come in and fight Twin Towers with Twin Towers there.
Oh, certainly. Vida's got some tough work trying to hold it down low with 2 bigs for her to take care of.
Great pass to Ellington there on the cut.
Jones for the 3.
In and out. Oh, Vida with the hustle rebound.
That's what the Lions need, and Yim pulls up for another 3, and she'll nail it, and the bench goes wild for that one.
She held strong as Jones came out to contest, but it didn't bother Yim in the slightest.
Yim always seems to hit that clutch 3, and the Lions need it most, and it'll bring the Hoyas lead to just 5 now with 8:32 remaining. Ball inside to Kaylava now, Vida on the defense. Vida contesting that shot, it's going to go off the rim. Yim with the rebound over Mayfield. Outlet pass thrown away by Yim.
That was a good look, but it just was too late to throw that pass. Jones had already gotten back.
And speaking of Jones, Brianna Jones with it now. Kaylava comes down with the offensive rebound off of Brianna Jones' miss. Barnes will reset things up top with 15 on the shot clock.
Lions much more aggressive in defense, picking up all the way almost at half court.
Ellington out on Jones now. Ball up top to Kaylava. Swung over to Barnes. Down low to Jones, who look at that 3. Vida contests that in her face.
Well, that was a good shot. I thought Vida would have disrupted it, but Jones didn't seem bothered at all.
Unfazed.
Leads back at 8.
Ellington looking to drive on Jones now. Put up a few points over Jones herself. Gibson with it up top. Barnes on the defense. Vida sets the screen. Gibson steps over. Wanted to take that 3. She's not able to. Vida working down low on Mayfield. Step back off the glass. Tipped around. Ellington will come down with the rebound. Driving down the baseline now. Kicks it back out to Jones. Gibson with it for the long 3. Off the rim, off the backboard, and Mayfield comes down with it.
Sorry about that.
A few players hit the floor there. It'll be going back the Hoyas' way. Sorry, what were you saying there?
Gibson didn't have much of a choice given where the shot clock was, but that's a shot she can knock down.
Yeah. Wasn't too far off, and we'll see Reed come in for Ellington. Interesting switch there for Coach Elliott.
They might just be giving Ellington a break. She hit the floor pretty hard on that last play, so I think that's all it is. I expect to see her back very quickly.
Only her first foul in the game so far. Ellington not in foul trouble. Barnes is, however. So is Jones for the Lions. Brianna Jones now working on Yim. Yim able to escape the screen. That ball's thrown away. Yim with it, and she'll come back the other way for the Lions. Lucky break there, as Jones had the speed on Yim to get to the hoop.
See a lot more player movement by the Lions now than we did in the first half.
Gibson down low to Jasmine Jones, driving down the baseline, tries to kick it out. Mayfield got a hand. Vida comes up with it. Her shot short, and Mayfield will come away with it.
Yeah, Vida was falling away a little bit, and it was just enough to make the shot rim out.
Barnes holding things up top. Lions sticking with the man-to-man. Give him out on Brianna Jones.
Lions need to stop here.
Defense chance coming from the crowd. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gibson able to kick it away. It'll stay inbounds.
I think it went off the ref's leg.
It did go off the ref's leg. I think that was going out of bounds.
It looks like Gibson may have tweaked her knee.
She's got that knee brace on her right knee. Pretty hefty knee brace there. Hopefully she can stay in the game there. We'll see Aspen Adams come to the scorers table, possibly to give Gibson a little bit of a break.
Nice drive by Jasmine Jones. Right hand off the glass.
Right when the Lions needed it. Cuts the Hoyas lead back to 8. Barnes looking to get inside. Gibson staying on her. That knee doesn't seem to be phasing her. She's have to switch over to Jones. There's the height differential now. Jones will pull it for the long two. It's going to fall short, and it'll be going the Lions' way. And we'll see Rachel Stanley and Aspen Adams come on for the Lions, as well as Shania Wright and Gordon, Cassandra Gordon for the Hoyas.
Gibson's limping a little bit. Hopefully she could shake that off with a couple minutes on the bench, because the Lions are likely going to need her to finish in the last 5:41.
And her and Vida will take a breather. Jim to lead things up top for the Lions now.
Lions need Ellington too. She's getting some treatment on her left calf.
Reed working on Brianna Jones now. She dumps it down to Aspen Adams, driving down the baseline, kicks it back out to Reed, wide open. She's going to drive inside. Has that ball stripped away. It'll be going the Hoyas' way off of Reed's leg.
Yeah, it was a nice aggressive move, but it was a little out of control towards the end. Critical minutes here for the Lions if they want to be able to climb back in to take this lead.
5:15 left for the Lions to get this win back. Certainly not a game they want to drop. Kelava pulls up for the 2, and she'll knock it down and make the lead. Put the lead back up.
Lions
10.
were doing the double team again there, but managed to get Kelava with a good look.
Adams calling for Stanley to show. She does. Jones will swing it to Reed. Reed looking to drive inside. She will. And she's going to kick it back out to Jones up top. Jones driving inside on Kelava. Dumps off to Stanley, wide open to put it in. And that drew right off to Jones and was able to dump it off to Stanley for the open shot.
Perfect pass by Jones.
And the Lions tried a full court press there, but the Hoyas quickly able to break it. And the Hoyas will look to cut some time here.
Looks like the Lions switched to an aggressive 2-3 zone.
An errant pass from Barnes will send things back the Lions' way.
I think that switch to the zone confused the Hoyas a little bit and gave the Lions a brief advantage there as they're down 8.
One more immediate time. We're 20 left to get back into this game. One thing I'm really surprised about looking at this new stat sheet, Mandel's only had 1:29 on the court. Really only showed when Vida needed that break for her hip.
Yeah, I think coaches decided that the Lions have more of an advantage going small than trying to match the Hoyas at the height line.
Because they really can't match them, unfortunately. Not much you can do with a 6'5" Mayfield.
Look how aggressive the Hoyas defense is here.
Gordon stepping outside on Adams. She dumps it off to Reed with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Reed will look to get inside. She's going to take a shot soon, and she turns that one over.
She was looking for Stanley inside, but there were too many Hoyas in the way.
16th turnover of the game.
They need a stop here badly if they want to be able to get back over this 8-point hump.
And the Hoyas will look to close things out. I think a 3 will just about end it. Jones with the long 2 over Reed. Going to fall short. Aspen Adams able to get the rebound.
Reed played very strong defense there on Jones, not letting her get a good look.
Stanley down low, blocked by Kelava. Foul will be called. I think it's going to go on Brianna Jones down low.
That was a good block by Kelava. I didn't think she made any contact, so you're probably right about Jones there. Lions really needed that.
It will be on Brianna Jones. Stanley just able to catch her off guard there, put the shot up. Kaylava was ready for the block, but Jones wasn't ready to get out of the way.
Hey, Gibson and Ellington back in. They're going to be key to a run here if the Lions are going to put one together.
And Reed and Adams will take a break. It's about the time we need to see a Gibson 3.
It would. Hopefully her knee's not getting in her way.
And also time we need to see Stanley knock down those free throws. Key at the end of these games to hit these free shots. Hoya's still up by 8 here. Stanley will look to cut it to 7.
Yeah, every point matters when you're down 8 with a little over 3 left.
And she'll knock that one down, cut it to 7. 3:26 remaining in this game. Lions step back, lose the full court press.
I'd look for the Lions to be aggressive, though, and pressuring the ball everywhere it goes.
Yim meets Barnes at the logo. Sticking with her all the way to the sideline. Barnes picks up her dribble over to Jones. Jones over to Gordon. Ball inside to Kaylava. Back out to Jones. Wide open for the 3, and she'll knock it down.
That's a big 3 for the Hoyas to give them a 10-point lead.
And the red and blue in Gerston have gone quiet. Ellington looking to drive inside and get this crowd going again. Dumped off to Stanley. Stanley will put it up and in, and the life is back in Hank's house.
That's what I'd like to see from Stanley each time down. She can get position despite the height disadvantage. And you see Mayfield's at the scorer's table ready to come in.
Ball over to Jones, down the corner to Gordon. Gordon with the 3. It's going to be off Wright's foot. It will be Lion ball.
I'm not sure that's the shot the Hoyas wanted there when they're trying to work the clock with a 8-point lead.
Gordon thought she was going to be able to knock it down. She did not. It'll send right to the bench and bring Mayfield back on for Stanley to deal with down low.
Yeah, I think that's a recognition by the coach that they need to be able to lock Stanley down. They put the 6'5" Mayfield on her down low.
We'll see if Stanley can... Lions can work the speed down low, draw Mayfield off like they have in the past, and get the ball back to Stanley.
Stanley's still calling for it down low, even against Mayfield.
She's ready for it. She's ready to put the work in. There's a switch now. Put Stanley on Kaylava. Ball into Stanley. Stanley working on Kaylava. She puts it up. Foul will be called. Will it be on Mayfield? I believe it will.
You know, Stanley is not afraid to go against their bigs.
Stanley wants it. You know, if Stanley's going to keep wanting, she's going to need to knock down some free throws here late in the game. It's going to be crucial.
Well, hopefully that last one she knocked down gave her a little bit of confidence on these two.
Both squads shooting 7 of 12 from the line. Gerston goes silent as Stanley knocks down the shot.
That was a good-looking shot. Let's see if she can knock down this next one and cut it to a 6-point lead with 2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining.
That'll be a 2-possession game if she does. Much more manageable here with just 2 minutes left. She knocks it down. Stanley clutch from behind the line.
Yim picks up full court, but then eases off.
Yim having to stick with the fast Barnes. Gibson out on Gordon. Interesting decision by Coach Elliott to have Yim on Gordon. That knee must be bugging Gibson. As Jones pulls up for another 3 and knocks it down.
That may be a backbreaker right there.
The silencer in the graduate Brianna Jones today.
Jones is now at 16 points to be the leading scorer.
Absolutely brutal as Ellington has that stripped away by Barnes. She'll come back the other way on the fast break. Ball over to Gordon. Will they look for Jones again? They get inside to Mayfield. Mismatch Jones on Mayfield, and Mayfield is able to put it in.
That's probably the backbreaker right there.
The lead is now 11 with only 1:18 remaining.
If Jones' 2 threes weren't, that one is.
Ellington inside to Jasmine Jones for the short 2 off the rim. And at this point, the Lions look to be handing things over to the Hoyas. Let's go Hoya chants coming in Gerston. 50 seconds left. The Lions are not fouling. Kaylava shot's not going to go in. Mayfield's will, though.
The 6'3" Kaylava misses, but the 6'5" Mayfield cleans it up. That's a powerful 1-2 combination.
I'm not even sure that ball got less than a foot below the rim before she put it back in. Ball into Stanley. Kaylava tips it away. Foul called. It'll be on Kaylava. Tough break for the Hoyas. It'll bring on Adams and Vida for Stanley and Ellington.
The 13-point lead, the Hoyas are feeling pretty good that they've got this one locked up.
And it's a big win for the Hoyas to get back in their season. Coming off a 2-game losing streak, only 1 win this season. It's a confidence booster here.
Yeah, they can finish this one off, which it looks like they will, and win tomorrow. They'll be at 3-4 and feeling pretty good about this trip.
I feel great heading back to Washington. You see the Lions, on the other hand, have some work to put in. Jim knocks down that too. Too little, too late at this point.
Lions are going to need to get it back together, come back quickly for a turnaround tomorrow and see if they can get a better result against Yale.
So with this one really wrapped up, what's Elliott going to be saying in the huddle? Are you going to talk about this game after, or are you going to look towards tomorrow more so?
Well, certainly things that are worth talking about in the locker room, things they could do differently. We're going to be looking at their shooting percentage, which is pretty low. They did play more aggressively in the second half, particularly the fourth quarter.
Like we said, quick turnaround tomorrow. The Lions will take on Yale in the 3:30 match, the final match of the LMU Thanksgiving Classic. Both games open to the public here. Georgetown Hoyas will take on the Fresno State Bulldogs at 1 p.m. That's the next match here in the LMU Thanksgiving Classic. Hoya come away with the 11-point win, 64-53. What are some key things you saw that the Lions did well tonight? Not everything was bad tonight.
No.